Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Seeking Discovery. Today we're going to switch gears a little bit. I was working on the electrical yesterday, but today I really want to focus on the flooring and starting the rust conversion process. So I have to do a quick cleanup of everything that's laying on the floor right now, and then start working on prepping the floor so that it can be treated, primed, patch the holes, and then ultimately put a final coat of Rust-Oleum enamel on it. Welcome to Seeking Discovery. I'm Ryan, and I have a passion for travel and building things. At the end of 2020, I decided it'd be a great idea to purchase my very own school bus to convert into a tiny house. So come along as I make mistakes, learn a lot, and make lasting memories, turning this old bus into a new tiny home. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to follow along on all the adventures. I look forward to sharing this with all of you. And as always, continue to explore every day. So, quick update. I went through and cleaned the bus again. So I got pretty much everything out of the floor that's in the way. And now the only other thing that needs to be done before I can start working on scrubbing and cleaning the floor is dealing with the front air conditioner. So that was originally attached to the interior sheet metal that was ripped out. So I have to fabricate a new mounting system for the front AC. So I'm going to run to the hardware store, get what I need, and then come back and work on getting that rehung so it's out of the way and we can focus on the floor. So just got back from the hardware store to pick up the materials needed to rehang the AC on the inside. So what I'm going to do now is I took a look at how the back AC is hung, and we're going to recreate something similar in the front. And basically I'm going to reuse the track that came out of the floor to span across two of the ribs, and then we're going to drill holes and hang carriage bolts through there and then seal it all up so that we can hang the AC. So that's the goal now, is to get the track cut and figure out where it needs to go, drill all the holes, and then hopefully get that AC hung so that the floor is completely available to start working on cleaning and treating. So let's jump in it. So I realized there's a lot of different time lapses that are going to be going on in this build because I was kind of in a rush to get it together. So I figured I'd jump in with a voiceover and kind of explain what's going on. So I'm using the old floor track to create a mounting bracket for the AC to hang on, just like how the back air conditioner is hung. So I went and got my angle grinder and am cutting some of this track to length. And so now it's time to kind of test fit it to see where it goes up there. As you can see, I kind of added a little note here. This ladder was beyond sketchy, but it's the one that we had at the build site. So we're just going to roll with it. And luckily, while I was down there building, nothing major happened. But as you can see, I should have grabbed both of them. So luckily, Caleb to the rescue. He grabbed the other piece for me so that I can keep going, getting these all marked out. And basically, I'm trying to figure out where they go on the roof so that I can drill holes through the roof to hang bolts for the air conditioner. So now that I have both pieces, it is time to get them all lined up and figured out. Like they always say, measure twice, cut once, and that is especially important when it comes to drilling holes in your roof. So now that I kind of have an idea of where I need to actually put the holes in these, I'm going to do the safe thing and just throw them back on the ground because honestly, that was the easiest. Luckily, nobody was around, so I didn't have to worry about it. And look at that ladder wobble. Like I said, sketchy ladder, but it got the job done. So now that I know where these holes need to go, I got out my big Harbor Freight drill with a 1/2-inch drill bit, and I'm going to go through and enlarge the holes that were in that track for when it was mounted to the floor. And this will allow me to hang my bolts through the ceiling. I did line up with one of the holes so that it was easier to go through. And for the second one, I did have to add a custom hole for the right width. And I pulled that width off of the actual air conditioner mounting holes so that they would line up properly. Similar to when I was actually drilling those tracks out of the floor, you can see that I'm kind of rotating the drill in a little motion. The aluminum doesn't drill very well, so just adding that slight rotation seemed to get it to go through better. And the other thing to keep in mind when you are drilling aluminum, if you put too much pressure constantly, it will overheat and start to melt. And that is not what we want. So whenever you're drilling your aluminum, look for nice chips so that you know you aren't drilling too fast or too hard. If you don't see those chips coming out, take a break, let everything cool down, switch to another area, and then start again. So again, look for those chips when you are drilling through aluminum so that you know that you're not drilling too hard, too fast, and ultimately going to melt the aluminum onto your drill bit, which I did. So learn from my mistakes. And now comes the fun part that everybody is waiting for. So we've got the placement happening for the air conditioner. It's a little bit weird trying to take the hole placements and actually apply them on the curb of the bus, but we did the best we could, and with the help of Caleb, we were able to get the air conditioner rehung. I did put some temporary caulk on it to seal up those holes, but those will be taken care of later when it's permanently installed. Well, thank you guys for watching today. As always, if you like this kind of content, please give it a big thumbs up. Drop a comment below what you guys want to see next, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to see the school bus become a tiny house. We'll see you guys in the next video.